Troy Kearns, real estate investor, bringing it to you from my Las Vegas office. And one of the things that you're gonna wanna know when you start investing in real estate is how not to lose money. And in this video, we're gonna go on how you will not lose money investing in your first deal. And that's important because most people who start, when they lose money on their first deal, they quit. And you don't wanna quit because real estate gives you financial freedom. And let's get into it. Let's face it, we all know people who say, you know what, real estate investing wasn't for me. I tried it, Dave Ramsey, it didn't work, and I'm out. And they blame the entire process on the market, on timing, on the agent, on something, on whatever. The point is they lose money, they get out of the deal, and they don't even understand why they just get out of the deal. They're out of real estate because they started wrong. But overall, like any type of investing, real estate investing's about knowledge. So I've been investing for 17 years, and listen, I started the wrong way. But overall, real estate investing is about knowledge, experience, and decision making. But for people who have lost money investing, it's really easy to sympathize with others because you understand exactly what you're going through. Their results being beyond their control are not accurate. If you know anybody that bought a house between 2001 to 2007 in a lot of markets because of loosened lending and massive amount of supply of loans, the market got super inflated all the way up into 2007 at the height of the market, right? And so people like that are still possibly upside down in some markets. And that was based on speculation. When they bought those houses from 2001 to 2007, they were thinking exactly what I was thinking. And that's a lack of knowledge, right? I didn't have a good knowledge because stupid money buys houses. And at that point in time, I was making great money as a salesperson, and I decided to invest my money into real estate. But just because you invest your money into real estate doesn't mean you're gonna make money, especially if you have no thought process. Like when you go into a market like I did, where you bought in 2005 and 2006, and you bought it on appreciation and speculation, you're losing your butt. Now, if I had bought those things with cash flow, knowledge, good decision making, I would have never lost any money, but I wouldn't be where I'm at today. And one of the major reasons why most real estate investors fail is buying negative cash flow. Now, who the hell would ever buy negative cash flow? I did, and it's the worst decision I ever made. I ended up losing $2,500 a month for 10 years on 2 properties. And that's why after that, I only bought properties that cash flow. Don't buy properties that ever negative cash flow. Never, okay? Because that means that property costs you money every month to own. Another reason why beginner investors lose money in investing in real estate, they don't have enough cash. They got the lack of reserves. What are reserves, right? Reserves mean that you have a reservation at the dinner store. So let's say an AC breaks down. Let's say the water heater breaks down. Let's say you have a roof that you need to replace. You don't have the money to do it. Guess what happens? Property deteriorates, the tenants move out, then you've got less money. You need to maintain your property. That's why you need to have 6 months of reserves or more for the mortgage payment and repairs and maintenance. Let's say you didn't vet the tenant properly, and now you've got to evict them. Guess what that costs? Money. Guess what you're not getting in rent? Money. Guess what is gonna teach you a big lesson about vetting your tenants properly? An eviction. So now you got this tenant in there, they destroyed your home, you had to evict them, you had to spend money on an attorney to get them out, you lost revenue. If you're in California, it probably took you 1.5 years to get them out. But in the meantime, you lost all this money and the tenant destroyed your property, and you don't have the reserves to put it back together. One of the major reasons that beginning investors fail, they fail because of lack of experience. And listen, experience plays a huge part in investing in real estate. And how are you gonna get experience when you don't have any? That's why you subscribe to my channel. That's why you mentor through people like myself. You find a mentor that's gonna give you experience so you don't make mistakes that beginning investors make. And honestly, now more than ever, you're gonna make less mistakes because YouTube channels like my own are available to you. YouTube channels like other people's are available to you. And you really can get a great amount of experience just by watching videos, just by watching guys go through properties. So experience plays a key part in your success, and you want to make lots of money, don't you? So how do you make up when you don't have experience? You got to do a lot of research. You got to research everything. You got to ask lots of questions, and you have to be totally practical, and you have to have a devil's advocate all the time of what if, worst case scenario, what if. You got to have a big network, right? You want to hang out with guys like me. You want to join your local investment club, your local meetup. Do it today and go meet with these other guys. Go eat some cheese, go drink some wine, go drink some coffee, go eat some granola bars, whatever you're gonna do. Go network with other people that are trying to learn investing just like yourself. My 17 years of investing in real estate, I've made thousands of mistakes, thousands and thousands of mistakes. And guess what? If I had YouTube when I started, I would never have made those mistakes, or as many of them as I made, right? Number 4, and I'm guilty of it, betting on appreciation. I opened up this video saying my 2 biggest mistakes were buying 2 properties in Las Vegas when I lived in Seattle. I came down, I bet on appreciation. It's called speculation. I bet on appreciation and I lost my butt. And here's what we say, amateurs, this guy at that time, like myself, buy a house expecting it's always gonna go up in value. And then what happens? The market turns, the tides shift, and you're chugging along, sucking wind. So professionals buy properties under market value in solid locations that produce cash flow. Or in my case, in locations that you're comfortable with that produce cash flow. And what does this do? This gives you flexibility to exit the deal when you want to, or to move on to the next deal when you want to. And when someone bets on appreciation, all they're doing is really betting. They're making a gamble. It's a speculation that if this happens, I win. The number 1 rule in real estate is always have an exit strategy right after location. And number 5, another reason why beginning investors fail in real estate is they underestimate their rehab costs. What is a rehab cost? Well, if you don't know, when you rehabilitate properties, when you rehab them, it costs you money. And sometimes when you're a beginning investor, you don't know the price of materials, you don't know the price of labor, and your budget just gets blown, right? You're gonna walk into a house and be like, oh, that's 10 grand. And then the budget comes and it's 35 grand, and you were pricing it for 10 grand. Now you're 25 grand behind and you're gonna lose money, right? So underestimating the rehab costs. And I would add the same thing. Maybe you're missing deals if you're overestimating the amount of costs it costs to get done. If you think it's 10,000, and it actually only cost you $1,000, then you might have passed on a deal that would have made you money. Experienced investors like myself expect the property to go over budget and expect things to go wrong. And how do they prepare for this? Well, we call them contingencies. We write in a 10% contingency, a 15% contingency, but we write in an overage on the budget to account for things are certain are gonna happen. Don't be the person that makes a mistake of buying a property, then running out of money and not even being able to finish it out before you rent it out. But definitely bet on yourself. Make sure you got enough money in the rehab. Make sure you got enough money in reserves. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, and make sure you don't make these mistakes when you get started investing in real estate. But definitely get started investing in real estate, and definitely get started by sharing this video with a friend. Peace.